Welcome to MuggleCast, your weekly ride into the Wizarding World fandom. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric.
I'm Micah.
I'm Laura.
Another year gone. And to send out MuggleCast's 19th year, we are hosting a live Harry Potter trivia game. We're calling it Quizzitch Live, Hogwarts and Holidays, A History. And we are recording on Sunday morning, and there are people ready to play and compete live online, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you're not here live, you'll be able to play the game too. And we're going to get started in just a moment. But we have a special guest today, friend of the show, Rohan Gotobed. Hey, Rohan, welcome back.
Hello, thanks for asking me. I'm delighted to be here.
Of course.
Joining you all for some Harry Potter trivia.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Rohan played young Sirius Black in a couple Harry Potter movies.
Just the last one. I was far too young to play him in, I think, the fifth one. And, you know, I think if Gary Oldman ever got like a serious injury, I'm sure they could have subbed me in. But I think continuity would have been slightly unusual to have just a 7-year-old suddenly appearing as Sirius in Prisoner of Azkaban.
Rohan, what's been the latest with you? What have you been up to lately?
Getting ready for Christmas, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of that point. I don't know what it's like in America, but in the UK, sort of everything stops around kind of today, sort of like a week, 10 days before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are working, but nothing really happens. You don't get
mentally
done.
just checked out.
Exactly. So I've nearly got all my Christmas presents sorted. And then it's now that kind of scary time of looking ahead to 2025 and getting stuff done. But it's been a good year. It's been quite busy. Done a little bit of Harry Potter stuff. I was doing an event in Ironton Wizard Fest last month, which was a lot of fun. It's been a really, really nice year, actually.
Awesome. Cool. Well, actually, somebody who's listening live right now, Parth, wants to know, would you be willing to play as Sirius in the new show?
Ooh. I don't think anyone wants that.
Why not?
Why not?
I think I'm sort of falling into kind of the awkward age now where I'm probably like 10 years. They're sort of looking at like mid-30s, aren't they, I assume?
Yes, it does seem that way.
Yeah.
And how old are you?
Sorry?
How old are you?
I'm 26. So, I'm kind of awkwardly between those two. So maybe if they did like a prequel show, maybe. But
All right, fine. I'll play him. God, that would be a dream come true.
That'd be fantastic. You'd be great as that, Eric. To be fair.
Thanks.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
You know, Rohan, I was going to say they're estimating that this show is going to come out over the course of a decade. And we've been speculating here on the show that they may need to recast actors throughout, you know, to account for the period of time that's passing. So maybe there is an opportunity for you there.
There will be time. We'll see. I mean, you know, people know where to find me. So if they need someone.
Nice.
But I'm very curious to see how the new show sort of goes down. And because they've not sort of officially announced any casting yet, have they? There's just been sort of rumors and things. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Going to be getting a lot of TV show news in the new year because filming starts in the summer, it looks like. But anyway, well, welcome again, Rohan. And Rohan's going to be joining us for a couple of rounds of Quizzitch Live. Trivia topics include the history of Hogwarts, Hogwarts Houses, and we're going to have a category about the holidays and the Harry Potter books. And if you're discovering this on YouTube, be sure to check out the other Harry Potter trivia games that we have here. We have a playlist of Quizzitch Live episodes, and subscribe to our channel to get our weekly chapter-by-chapter analysis of the Harry Potter books. So, prizes today. The grand prize, you will get to co-host an episode of MuggleCast in the new year, and you'll receive 3 months of access to our Patreon, and you could select 2 items of your choice from our new MuggleCast merch store at MuggleCastmerch.com. Second through 5th place, 1 month of access to our Patreon at the Slug Club level, meaning you'll get access to everything that we have to offer on our Patreon. And you'll get 1 item of your choice from the MuggleCast merch store. That is what we are offering today. And y'all ready to start?
LFG.
Yep.
As one of our comments.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So what is the first category, Micah?
Hogwarts, A History.
Let's jump into it. Who wrote Hogwarts A History? Elphias Doge, Bathilda Bagshot, Miranda Goshawk, or Daedalus Diddle?
Should be Diggle.
Oh. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
We definitely
Who
proofread.
programmed these
Giggle.
answers?
Yeah, we
That's an
proofread these
interesting
questions.
autocorrect.
Yeah.
Correct answer, Bathilda bag shots.
Question 2. At what time does the Hogwarts Express leave King's Cross Station? Never get this right. Is it 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., or 12 p.m.? I'm assuming Greenwich Mean Time.
And there's no delays, obviously.
No delays, right?
Which is crazy
Promptly.
at the moment, yeah.
There's a joke in there about how it's magically bewitched to actually leave on time. That's the real magic, is leaving on time. The correct answer was 11 a.m.
Who of the following is not a founder of Hogwarts? Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helena Hufflepuff, or Salazar Slytherin? Little tricky there.
Yeah.
Correct answer, Helena Hufflepuff.
That's a tricky one. Next question. According to rumor, who came up with the name Hogwarts after dreaming of a warty hog? Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, or Salazar Slytherin? Who was dreaming about a warty hog when they came up with the name Hogwarts? It was Rowena Ravenclaw.
I had a dream about a warty hog last night, actually. Wait, that doesn't sound... Let's move on.
What happened? Wow.
Shall I have a go?
Yes.
Before the founders enchanted it, to whom did the sorting hat belong? Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, or Salazar Slytherin?
I appreciate that we're updating the unchecked grammar live now, Rowan. Thank you for that. To whom did it belong? Yes.
The English degree has finally gone to good use.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
The correct answer, Godric Gryffindor.
Question 6. Which of the founders is credited for staffing the Hogwarts kitchen with house elves? Probably not something Hermione would be very thrilled about. Godric Gryffindor, Rowena Ravenclaw, Helga Hufflepuff, Salazar Slytherin.
Ooh, a lot of lore about the founders.
Mm-hmm.
Correct answer, Miss Hufflepuff.
So, question 7. How much do young witches and wizards pay in Hogwarts tuition? How much does tuition cost at Hogwarts? Is it 10 galleons a year, 20 galleons a year? The Weasleys could never. 7 sickles, 7 canuts, or is it free? 99.
Yeah. What's free .99?
I think it's just free 99.
It's
free.
free.
Oh, I
99.
see.
Indefinitely. 88% answered correctly.
Which is the only common room that we don't see in the books?
Ugh.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin? We see them all in Hogwarts Legacy, depending on who we chose. Correct answer is Hufflepuff. We never make it inside.
Which is too bad. I think it would be probably the most fun common room of all.
It's
Max
described very well on the Pottermore welcome letter that came out a few years after the book ended.
Amber, who's playing right now, says, "Stop the Hufflepuff erasure."
Question 9. While the precise date is uncertain, according to Professor Binns, around what time was Hogwarts founded? It was founded around the 10th century, 11th century, 12th century, or 13th century. Which one of these very long ago time periods was Hogwarts founded in? And the answer is the 10th century. I definitely knew that before seeing the answers to today's questions.
Well, and you could see here only 29% answered that correctly.
It's
That was a
difficult
tough
because
one.
the 10th century is the 900s, right? So you
Right.
always have to subtract one when
It's
talking
always
about
tricky.
it. Yeah,
Tricky.
it's tricky.
Question 10. Which of the following can students not bring to school with them? Is it an owl, a toad, a cat, or a ferret? And the
that
correct
was...
answer is D, ferret. Oh,
Everybody got that right. Wow. Literally
Well
everybody.
done.
Literally everyone.
You might get turned into one, though. You can't bring one, but Professor
Mm.
Moody might turn you into one.
You know, I love this, but there are always exceptions. Like Trevor is allowed, and it's just like, let's let him have this. But a rat is not in the Hogwarts acceptance letter.
Well, he's not technically a rat, is he? Maybe that's it.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a weird,
But he's
yeah.
an animagus, so that's all fine.
I see.
Next question. What do Muggles see when approaching Hogwarts? Ruins? Construction area? Smoldering embers? Or nothing at all? What did Jacob see? Actually, don't listen to that.
Yeah, that's not a good hint.
They may have rewrote. Canon may have been thrown out for that one. Correct answer is ruins. Jacob should not have been able to see anything. And maybe he didn't. He was just kind of like staring.
Danger. Unsafe.
Until he went in.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And like chilled in the Great Hall.
Got a wand.
Was
Yeah.
totally standing on air. Yeah. Question 12. Which of the following Latin terms is not present on the Hogwarts coat of arms? Is it Draco, Ominous, Nunquam, or Titilandus? Which one's not on the Hogwarts crest? The correct answer is Ominous. It's very ominous indeed. Like ominous gaunt.
In the books, what subject does the head of Gryffindor teach? Is it Muggle Studies, Transfiguration, Defense Against the Dark Arts, or History of Magic?
Were you
Well,
cursed,
that's
Micah?
two very different types of trivia.
Yes.
And we've gone from the incredibly tricky.
My voice was being transfigured, I think, during that question. So you take a drink of water.
And that was the correct answer.
Question 14. In the books, what subject does the head of Ravenclaw House teach? Potions, astronomy, divination, or charms? What subject does the head of Ravenclaw House teach? I think a lot of people will probably get this one right too. Yes, it is charms. That is what Professor Flitwick teaches. Good job. 88% answered correctly.
Okay, question 15. In the books, what subject does the head of Slytherin mostly teach? Is it history of magic, herbology, potions, or transfiguration?
Mostly.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that it needs to say mostly, because I'm pretty sure when Snape becomes headmaster, Slughorn becomes head of Slytherin House.
Oh, well, there you go.
The correct answer is potions.
Next question. In the books, what subject does the head of Hufflepuff teach? Ancient runes, herbology, history of magic, DADA. And the correct answer is herbology, of course. One person guessed ancient runes. Ancient runes. Maybe their finger slipped.
Okay, question 17. Which of the following magical creatures do not take up a staff or faculty position at Hogwarts in the Harry Potter books? Is that going to be a half giant, house elves, a vila, or a centaur? Which one does not take up a staff or faculty position in the books? It is a vila. We do not get taught by a vila.
Sorry, Ron and Harry.
How many witches or wizards sit on Hogwarts' Board of Governors?
Ooh.
7, 8, 11, or 12? There are two pretty popular magical numbers in there. One of them is correct.
Whoa.
Time is running out. The correct answer is 12.
Question 19. Which of the following is the Black Lake not home to? Kelpies, mermaids, Grindylows, or the giant squid? Which of these things does not live in the Black Lake? And the answer, Kelpies.
And one more question this round before we switch to a new category.
Final question. In the books, what kind of statue guards the headmaster's office at Hogwarts? Are they gargoyles, phoenixes, augury, or graphorns?
Galloping graphorns.
The correct answer is gargoyle.
This one would have tripped me up because I just see a phoenix in the movie at the entrance to his office.
Is it a phoenix in the movie?
Yeah.
So let's check in. Let's see where people are at in the game.
Yes. So we have Fran in first place with 1,530 points. Harold Dingle with 1,498. Bella B with 1,474. Patchy the Super Ninja Cat in fourth. Hollow Wolf fifth. So those are the top 5. But it is still anybody's game.
And as a reminder, I think it has as much to do with your getting the correct answer as with the speed that you click it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. The faster you answer, the more points you receive. So
That's where we're
that's
seeing,
the tricky part of
Yeah.
this game.
I always love seeing people's screen names. I just saw one that I believe was the Quizzard of Oz.
Oh.
These are always very clever. Keep them coming, y'all.
Yeah, someone named Romulus Lupin. Shout out.
I saw Speedo Voldy.
Speedo Voldy. Oh,
I saw
That's an
Daddy
image.
Dubby.
all right. So our next round is navigating the castle. Here we go. On which floor will you find the room of requirements? Is it the ground floor, the second floor, the 7th floor, or the 12th floor? There are those two numbers we bring up quite a bit as we go through the Harry Potter books. And shocker, it's one of those numbers again. It's the 7th floor. When in doubt, 7 or 12.
We have to be careful with that. Remember the time I gave that guidance on a numerical question during Quizzitch, and the answer was not 7 or 12? People were very upset.
84% absolutely bombed the next question because of your lead-in. Yes. I don't think some of these people have forgiven you, Laura, actually.
No, I don't think so. I'm definitely still in hot water.
A wonderful next question. What fruit must you tickle to gain entry to the Hogwarts kitchens? This is, of course, on the portrait leading in. Is it the pear? Is it the orange? Is it the melon or the lemon? Tickle them melons for sure. Nope, I was wrong. It's pear. I confused nobody. I did not lead anyone astray. It was, in fact, the pear 100%. I'm proud of everyone for maintaining their astuteness.
On which floor can you access the Chamber of Secrets? Is it the ground floor, the second floor, the 7th floor, or the 12th floor?
I would enjoy it if everything was on the 7th floor. Like every single room.
It is very convenient.
Imagine the chaos.
Yeah, the first 6 floors are just empty.
Yeah.
It is in the girls' bathroom on the 2nd floor. 77% of people got that right.
Ooh.
Where is the prefect's bathroom located? Is it on the 2nd floor, the 3rd floor, the 4th floor, or the 5th floor? Where is the best bathroom at Hogwarts located? Which
Laura,
floor
you're
is
lucky
it on?
that there's not like a 7, a 12, and a 13 in this question.
I know.
Yeah.
It is on the 5th floor.
Only in Harry Potter can you ask questions like this.
No.
Only for Harry Potter fans. Like no other. You're gonna get a question like this at Star Wars trivia night? No.
What cell block number was Princess Leia kept in? Yeah.
The next one. How many secret passages did the Marauders identify on their map? Were there 7, 8, 11, or 12? And the correct answer is 7.
Yay!
Name them. Young Sirius Black.
There's that one. There's the second one.
Oh, nice.
Next question. Which charm allows the Marauders map to track people in the castle? The area charm, the caterwauling charm, the homunculus charm, or descendium?
I don't know this one. I could guess.
What's your guess?
Homunculus charm.
Oh, well, were you looking at the answers?
No. I actually wasn't that time. No.
Okay.
Because the caterwauling thing is when the alarm goes off. Descendium is what you cast on the humpback witch to get it to open up the passageway. So I was ruling them out. I knew which ones it wasn't, not which one it was.
Should be careful not to give away answers to future questions.
Was that? Is the next one? Where do you actually? Okay, here's question 27. Where in the castle does divination typically take place? Is it the Great Hall? Is it on top of the North Tower? Is it below the Black Lake? Or is it inside the Forbidden Forest? All of these very foreboding places. Their correct answer was on top of the North Tower. 100% answer.
Wow.
Correct.
Our listeners are smart. This is why the grand prize is coming on MuggleCast to co-host, because we know you'll know your stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a great point. Yeah.
What is the tallest tower in Hogwarts? Is it Gryffindor Tower, the Astronomy Tower, the Giant Tower, or the South Tower?
Here's a hint. Dumbledore gets thrown off of this.
The correct answer then is the Astronomy Tower.
There you go.
All right, next question. Behind which statue will you find an entrance to Hogsmeade? Gregory the Smarmy, Boris the Bewildered, the One-Eyed Witch,
Well dropped.
or the
Demiguise statue.
Demiguise
Demiguise
statue. Except
statue.
how were people supposed to see that answer?
Oh, they can now. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It just got
yeah, a little
Yeah, yeah.
retroactive
The
change.
Yeah.
Demiguise statue. Yeah, the One-Eyed Witch. 88%.
12% of people
got
weren't paying attention because the answer actually was just given not that long ago.
Yeah.
Descendium.
Speaking of which, the next question I quite enjoy. So this is stressing you paid attention just now. Where does the One-Eyed Witch passage open into? Is it the Shrieking Shack, Three Broomsticks, Zonkos, or Honeydukes? And the answer is, of course, Honeydukes.
And one more question in this round. Who is featured on the tapestry across from the Room of Requirements? Is it Barnabas the Barmy teaching trolls ballet? Is it drunk unicorns pressing wine? Is it a hippogriff filing taxes? Or is it Nicholas Flamel lecturing house elves?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Those are some options.
And it was Barnabas the Barmy teaching trolls ballet. What a cute visual. So looking at the leaderboard again, Harold Dingle is now in first place, followed by Steph, and then Romulus Lupin,
Romulus Lupin.
then Bella B, and Fran. So
I think it's good luck. If we shout out their usernames, they're likely to be in the top 3 the next round. I don't remember seeing Romulus Lupin above like 13 or 14th the first time.
Well, our next category is going to be obscure character Hogwarts houses, so it's going to probably start getting a little trickier. But for now, we're going to let Rowan go. Rowan, thanks so much for coming on.
No worries. Great. Sorry I couldn't be with you longer, but now I've had the reminder about hippogriffs doing taxes. I need to go and get started on mine. January. But yeah.
Well, it's my fault because I told Rowan to show up at 7 a.m. this morning, and he's been here for 5 hours.
I know. I've not left the house, so I will go and see some sunlight. But yeah, thanks again for inviting me on.
Great
to
see you, Rowan.
Shout out to Archie's Breeze.
Isn't the line where Archie in Goblet of Fire is talking about liking to have a healthy breeze around his privates? Isn't that where that comes from?
Yep.
All right, well, let's keep going here. Like I said, our next category, obscure character Hogwarts houses.
All right, Garrick Ollivander is in house Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Gryffindor. Which one was Ollivander a part of? The correct answer is Ravenclaw. That's right. Was there any doubt? I guess 22% of people doubted that he knew his stuff.
Merlin. What house did the famous wizard belong to? Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff? This may surprise some people, but he was a Slytherin. 48%. That stumped some folks.
41% guessed Gryffindor, 8% guessed Ravenclaw.
What about Gilderoy Lockhart? Was he in Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, or Hufflepuff?
On our recent chapter by chapters, we've talked about how this house, secondary to Slytherin, has the most dark wizards that we meet in the books.
Indeed. And it is Ravenclaw, which is coincidentally mine and Micah's house.
I was just going to say that explains a lot about Laura and Micah.
What, that we're secondary Slytherins?
That you're evil. Nymphadora Tonks. What house was she in? Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin. Correct answer, Hufflepuff. Eric wearing Hufflepuff yellow today, by the way.
We're proud to call Tonks one of our own.
Aw.
Okay. Quirinius Quirrell. Which house did Quirrell belong to? Was it Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, or Ravenclaw? It was, of course, Ravenclaw. 78% again answering correct. 22% people again not sure.
Yep. And that the question about Lockhart would have been a good hint. So always a good reminder to pay close attention to the little Easter eggs we drop throughout these.
Another Tonks, Andromeda Tonks, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff. You might want to think about who her sisters are. Correct answer is Slytherin.
Dun, dun, dun.
She ends up marrying a muggle, Ted Tonks, Tonks' father. And it causes her to get blown off the map.
What about Moaning Myrtle? Was she in Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, or Ravenclaw? The girl that ended up haunting a toilet, which house was hers?
Hey, listen, you gotta take what you're given in the afterlife.
And it's Ravenclaw. Again, I feel like mine and Micah's house is kind of being put on blast in this round, and I don't appreciate it.
Micah has definitely haunted a toilet or two.
Yeah, he's always haunting toilets.
How about Sylvanus Kettleburn?
This is a guy that wanted to spend more time with his remaining limbs. Is that right?
Yeah.
This guy was in Hufflepuff. And
that was the hard one.
Yeah, only 36% guessed right. Another 38% guessed Gryffindor.
He was not on my radar.
No.
Question 40. Phineas Nigellus Black. Is he a Gryffindor, a Slytherin, a Ravenclaw, or a Hufflepuff? Moments ago, we mentioned a certain family tree, the noble and most ancient house. Was it Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff on many of them? It was, of course, Slytherin, 97%. Got that right.
Now that tracks.
And the last question of the round, Hengist of Woodcroft, the founder of Hogsmeade. What house was he in? Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, or Slytherin?
If he founded Hogsmeade, he's got to enjoy relaxation. Hufflepuff! Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only 25% got that right. 54% said, that sounds like a Gryffindor.
You know, it's funny because I think that many of these questions about these Hufflepuffs comes from either that Pottermore welcome letter or one other location where it's like, Hufflepuff gets a bad rap, but some notable Hufflepuffs include, and then it lists just like all four of the ones that are the only four that we know about that are like historically important Hufflepuffs.
Yeah.
Well, an interesting nugget about that round is that there were no Gryffindors included.
Ooh, there ain't no famous Gryffindors. Congratulations to What an Idiot. You are now in first.
They are in first place, yeah. Romulus Lupin in second, Fran in third, Bella B in fourth, Harold Dingle in fifth. We have some people persistently at the top, but What an Idiot snuck in there this round. All right. Our next category, holidays in Harry Potter. And this is actually our final main round, but then we have one surprise question.
All right. Holidays in Harry Potter round. Chris Columbus, director of the first two Harry Potter films, also directed what famous Christmas movie? The Santa Claus, Die Hard, Home Alone, or Jingle All the Way? Which of those movies did Chris Columbus also direct? And it was, of course, Home Alone. To be honest, I feel like you can pick up on some of the Home Alone vibes when you watch the first two movies, thinking about the way he directed the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he was a producer on Jingle All the Way. So that's a fun little reference.
Yeah. No, that
Tater
tracks.
Tot is also pointing out that John Williams did both movies' scores.
Oh, good call.
And Francis is also asking, where is the paint can in the face in Harry Potter? I know, I'm still looking for that. Maybe if Peeves were in the movie, he would be throwing paint cans in people's faces.
Max that.
Next question. During Harry's first Christmas at Hogwarts, who teaches him wizard's chess? Is it Dumbledore? Is it Ron? Is it Seamus? Or is it Dean? Who teaches him wizard's chess? I have a Harry Potter wizard's chess set. I love it. Correct answer was Ron Weasley.
Next question. What did Harry get for Christmas from the Dursleys in his second year of Hogwarts? Was it a rubber band, a single staple, an old sock, or a toothpick? I hope it wasn't used. The correct answer was toothpick.
And that did trip people up. 35% got that right. Only 35. 50% thought old sock was the correct answer.
I mean, they definitely, he was gifted that by Vernon at a certain point because he puts the sneakoscope in it.
Yeah, and doesn't he give it to Dobby at some point? Is that book 4? Possibly book 5?
In Harry's third year Sir Cadogan had a Christmas party with his pony, a few previous headmasters of Hogwarts, and the fat lady, Violet, a few more people, a few monks. Who did Sir Cadogan party hardy with in Prisoner of Azkaban? The correct answer is a few monks, although he might have preferred Violet from some of the other parts of the story we read.
Next question. In Harry's third year, which two characters get into it at Christmas dinner? Ron and Hermione, McGonagall and Trelawney, Harry and Snape, or Lupin and Snape? Which two characters have a little bit of a disagreement at Christmas dinner? The answer is McGonagall and Trelawney. We talked about this a lot when we were doing chapter by chapter for Prisoner of Azkaban, McGonagall's treatment of Trelawney.
I do appreciate that she seems to just not appreciate the way Trelawney is careless with the students' feelings and predicting their deaths all the time, et cetera, et cetera. So I appreciate healthy skepticism when it comes from McGonagall.
Hey, speaking of Trelawney and family gatherings, so I hosted a Friendsgiving a couple weeks ago, and we had 13 at the table.
Oh, no.
And we realized, oh, no, the first to rise, you gonna die. So
who rose first? Was it
wasn't
you?
me. You can bet it wasn't me.
Andrew is still seated. He is still seated.
I knew the curse that was put into place when 13 sat at that table. In Harry's fourth year, Harry received socks from Dobby. What's on them? Brooms and snitches, quaffles and snitches, brooms and quaffles, or Dobby's face. Which, that is a popular holiday gift. You give socks with like your dog,
your kids,
receiver's face on it. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't change it to what I had option D as.
Brooms and snitches was the correct answer.
We actually just talked about this when we did Goblet of Fire chapter by chapter.
Yeah. The alternative answer that Micah had for D was Bellatrix's dagger. Oof.
Too soon.
Ooh.
Question 48. In Harry's sixth year, what was the holiday-themed password to Gryffindor Tower? Is it stockings, tinsel, baubles, or mistletoe? The answer was C, baubles.
Have we ever talked about the security nightmare aspect of having holiday-themed passwords?
No.
Right?
No.
Like, if you know that the fat lady is going to be choosing from a certain, selection of holiday vocabulary, you could just go up to her and just start rattling things off until you get it right.
There's a lot that doesn't make sense about the portrait. For instance, the fat lady can recognize if you're in your house. If you're in your house, you don't need the password. If you're not in the house, you should need the password.
Security nightmare. Security nightmare.
Anyone who's not visibly a Gryffindor should face increased scrutiny, even if they have the correct password. And anyone like Neville, who simply forgot it, left it somewhere, should still be allowed into their own dang bed.
All right, we're getting towards the end here.
In Harry's sixth year, what does Creature gift him? Is it a box of chocolates, a box of toenails, a box of maggots, or a box of his old teeth?
Ooh.
It may at one point have been a box of chocolates, but now
it's a box of maggots.
That's right.
And 69% of people got it right.
Nice.
Yeah. Well done.
Option D would have been very Edgar Allan Poe of Creature. I appreciate that. Next question. Where does Harry spend his first Christmas away from Hogwarts? At the Burrow, at the Three Broomsticks, at Privet Drive, or at Grimmauld Place? Where does Harry spend his first Christmas away from Hogwarts? And it is at Grimmauld Place, coincidentally in Order of the Phoenix, which we're doing chapter by chapter on right now.
Oh, can't wait to get to that.
Yeah.
Question 10 in this round. In Deathly Hallows, upon entering the Godric's Hollow graveyard on Christmas Eve, what is the first grave they come across? Lily's, Ariana's, Kendra's, or an unknown abbot's? Lily Potter, Ariana Dumbledore, Kendra Dumbledore, or an unknown abbot's? And the correct answer was an unknown abbot's.
I'm impressed. I thought this was probably one of the hardest questions.
Yeah.
That is the final multi-choice question. We'll look at the leaderboard one more time. What an Idiot still in first place,
Well
followed by
done.
Steph, Harold Dingle, Romulus Lupin, and May. Now, this final question is going to be worth 500 points.
Wow.
And looking at the leaderboard here, this could change everything. Just like with these other questions, the faster you answer, the more points you will receive. Now, for this final question, you're going to have to input a number. Who wants to introduce this? Micah?
Since we were talking earlier about navigating the castle, the question worth 500 points is, how many staircases are there in Hogwarts? It's not 7 and it's not 12.
This answer is revealed on Harry's first day of school, or first week of school.
And the correct answer is 142, 25%. A quarter of you all playing got it right.
Well done. Now, what's really fun about this is everybody was putting in different answers. 8% guessed 12. 4% guessed 144. So you were close. I wonder why. I mean, you were on the right track, obviously. Then 4% guessed 112. I like the person who guessed 2,000 staircases.
Even, right on the money.
Yeah, 2,000 even. All right. So the winner, Harold Dingle.
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun,
Wow.
with 4,006 points. Followed by Romulus Lupin with 3,977. Then May with 3,956. What an Idiot with 3,832. And then Patchy the Super Ninja Cat with 3,706. Top 5, congratulations. We will be in touch with your prizes. And Harold Dingle, if you're up for it, we're going to invite you on to an episode of MuggleCast in the new year. So we'll see you soon. I hope you go by Harold Dingle on the podcast.
Andrew, I would just like to also shout out Legalized Gillyweed for providing those first 2 rounds of questions.
Wow.
Thank you, Legalize. Well, that was another fun installment of Quizzitch Live. Don't forget, we've done other Quizzitch Live installments. They're all available on YouTube. There is a playlist, just like this one will be in.
It's over 9 hours of Quizzitch.
Woo! And we've got different themes. We had a Halloween theme one year. I think we did another Christmassy one.
We had some
didn't.
very fun themes over the years.
Yeah, we've done some good ones.
We've
So
had some
definitely
fun guests too.
That's true. Chris
Mhm.
Rankin
Yep.
was on.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you to everyone for another great year of MuggleCast. Listeners, we really appreciate your support. This has been a big anniversary year for us. 19 years later, it's kind of our epilogue year.
Aw, Power says, thank you guys for creating this. It changed my life.
Oh, that's so
welcome.
sweet.
Aw.
It's our greatest pleasure.
We will be back with new episodes in the new year. January 14th specifically is when we're going to get back to chapter by chapter. If you're missing us, check out our other weekly podcasts, What the Hype and Millennial, for more pop culture and real world talk from the 4 of us. We also have dozens of hours of bonus MuggleCast episodes available on Patreon, in which we're talking all things Harry Potter. And they're nice breaks from our chapter by chapter series, as much as we enjoy doing chapter by chapter. And Laura, we're recording a new one today, actually, right?
We are, and we're actually going to keep the trivia night theme going. We're going to be imagining what pub trivia might look like in the wizarding world with some of our favorite characters.
Yeah.
So you have to check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
If you enjoy MuggleCast and you think other Muggles would too, tell those friends about the show, and we would appreciate a 5-star review in your favorite podcast app. You can also visit MuggleCast.com for transcripts, social media links, our full episode archive, our favorite episodes, and a whole lot more.
Aw, Ben says, I was all ready for Quizzitch with my security consultant t-shirt.
Yes! You can pick that up in the MuggleCast merch store, everybody. MuggleCastmerch.com. Thank you, Ben, for grabbing that shirt there. Any other closing remarks before we...
Congrats to all the winners, but good job, everyone. Some
Good
of
job,
these
everyone.
questions were really challenging. And to be honest, I was reading some of them myself and I was like, I wouldn't know the answer to this off the top of my head. So
Yeah.
yeah, good effort on
Always
on
very
all y'all's
grateful that
part.
we're the hosts of this. We don't need to not.
Right,
100%.
exactly.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. We'll see you in the new year. Thank you, everybody, so much again for your support. We really, really appreciate it. It's one of the greatest joys of our lives, being your Harry Potter friends. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric.
I'm Micah.
And I'm Laura.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.